hard pill to swallow. We decided to focus on overdose, and basically our drawing just shows a pill bottle spilling all these pills, and they have all these positive think traits on them, so you can just focus on those instead of like the pills.
Okay, so like we have a quote that says, when you feel like giving up, just remember the reason why you held on for so long. And like positive thinking about that, like reflecting on it, is whether you want to keep fighting to provide your family, to make a difference in the world, or to be strong for you, significant other, chances are good you have a reason to keep living.
The risk factors: depression, bipolar disorder, substance abuse, alcoholism. There are some main sources to look for when spotting suicide: stress, relationship troubles considered with family or significant others, bullying, and cyberbullying. Ages: sadly, suicide does not have an age limit. People of all ages all have their own lives and problems.
Okay, so obviously suicide is not easy for anybody. It's not easy for the victim nor the loved ones of the in the community, because everybody has to cope with it and deal with it. And we have the info on the back because okay, so it plays a very active role in the community, and it's heartbreaking to actually realize it because it's happening more frequently, and it's very horrible. And suicide is the 10th leading cause of death in the United States, and like I stated, it is actually really bad. And so it's just hard to cope with, and kind of just we'll describe and what we're gonna do after.
Okay, so another quote is, place your hand over your heart. Can you feel it? That's called purpose. Your life for a reason, so don't ever give up. And that means many depressed people search for specific purpose in life, when in reality you don't need a purpose or a reason for being alive. If you're alive, you have the opportunity to do whatever you want in the world. You may not just wake up knowing your mission yet, and that's alright. Don't push it. You have so much time to figure out what you want or what your purpose to be.
And then there's the take action. So if you see someone, we want to try to figure out what we're gonna do about it if we see it. So if you see someone with who may look down, go check on them, talk to them, and if they need a hand or a shoulder to cry on, be there for them. And try to talk to some things to make them feel comfortable, and to actually share with you what their emotions are. And then once you figure out what's in their head and they're comfortable with you, try to talk them into talking to someone professional and that can permanently help them and get help that they need, and so that they don't need to feel that way alone. And so yeah, that's kind of our face advertising it. But when we're gonna take this to the school, our school, it's a little community, and this sadly is very common in that small community, and it sucks, but we want to be the face and help. And so we have open houses and parent-teacher conferences and stuff, and we want to set this out and show people that it's okay to feel these emotions, and you can talk to people us individually. We're here, we'll give you we're gonna make little pamphlets and stuff, and with our number, our email, anything that you need to contact us. And some people obviously will not want to reach out, and so we have we'll hold little meetings once we have some people that do reach out. We'll have little meetings in the school, or even at our houses or something, just to make it more comfortable. It's not confidential, and so it's just we're just gonna make little groups to help them feel less scared and afraid to show their voice, I guess. So yeah. And we have what is it called? we have like, no, budgets, that's what I was thinking of. So like the papers, we're gonna make like pamphlets, so we'll have to think of that, and, like this is like a fresh start, we've never actually thought of this until we actually had to do this project, and it's actually a really good idea because we need this in a small community, because I feel like it's just something smart to have and good to have, but that's basically, yeah, it. So, any questions? Like, yeah.
The message that we're trying to get past is that don't be afraid to like open up. Like you can talk to someone. Like if you're afraid, just go to someone who you trust and talk to them. Or you can come talk to us because yeah, we're here and we'll help you.
Questions?
I really like the part of your project that has information on how to help a friend get help. It brought back a memory I hadn't thought of for a long time, but when my daughter was in high school, she went through a kind of an angry period and stuff. It was high school. And this was before screenshots, so you could print off chat room things. And the things that her friends were worried about was when Annie got very negative in her self-talk and talked about hurting herself and wanting to end it all and all that kinds of stuff, and she repeated that. So the friends who had some kind of, I don't know where they got, the counseling on this, but they printed it off and took it to a school counselor, who then called Annie and to talk to her about it, and then they called me. Annie was furious at them. Hey, my best friends, there's two of her best friends did this independently. And she was very angry at them for a while, but you know what? Here she is 32, and they're still the best of friends. But you don't know how far a kid might take things, and I think today it's easier to end things. So it was really important that their friends took that uncomfortable step, that to risk that anger for a few moments in time, really relatively, and get their friends help. And that part is the part I think kids need to overcome, the fear of that anger from a friend, and just remember your friends, and friends help friends, So, good job.
And the good thing about being a small community is like our whole school is like 320 kids, and it's great to we're all friends with each other, and we can all talk to each other. And yeah, there's little social groups that we have during lunch and stuff, but I'm one of the people that just go to all those groups and I talk to everybody and make everybody smile. I've heard that.
And by 300 people in the school, you mean from K to 12?
Yeah,
not
yeah.
just 9 to
That's
12.
our and it's kind of nice actually. I love it because you get to know everybody, your teachers. You get to share feelings and stuff. But if we take this to the school, then we'll go to our guidance counselor and we'll figure it out. And because I honestly think it needs to happen. So, Pam?
I just want a reflection is the hard pill to swallow is a good visual about what's happening currently in that people are doing this for dysfunctional coping. And that's going not only for teens all the way up to our adults. And so I think if you can continue to help people understand that is what happens when we don't talk about those things that you have identified. And so kind of asking or encouraging you to help people make that connection, because in our society it's so easy just to either use a pill, use alcohol, whatever it might be, and oftentimes that is a coverage for not taking care of ourselves and or what's going on. So kind of going back to what was just previously said, we have to look at that. So just encouraging you to make that connection better for people, and especially for kids.